Rollout, delay fade, 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 rollout, delay fade. What's up, guys? Zane from Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to show you guys how to slow down that pesky rollout delay fade meta, usually out of the bunch tight end or the trips tight end style formations. Really, in general, if you guys are facing play action rollout from shotgun, this is a great way to slow down that tactic. In today's video, we're going to be in the nickel 3-3-5 odd. Now, this is a defensive formation that is found in 5 playbooks. Those would be the Dolphins, Giants, Jaguars, Patriots, and Ravens. Now, the Ravens playbook stands out because this is also home to my defensive game plan, the nickel triple formation, which is absolutely shut down. If you guys are looking to get more stops in Madden 22, you're struggling to defend that bunch meta, you want to get pressure on the quarterback, you want to stop those pesky tight end delay fades, we've got a little bit of everything for you on the website. We've got D tackle A gaps against the tight end delay fade, linebacker B gap setups, guaranteed double pressure setups, base rushes, coverage concepts, run defense, audible tricks. Everything you guys need to get more stops in Madden 22 is on the website. Go to gridirongameplans.gg. $9.95 per month unlocks the entire website. And as I mentioned, the 3-3-5 odd is in the Ravens playbook. So let's go ahead and get into that against the gun bunch tight end PA boot over. Now, with this particular formation, you will want to make sure that you are on auto flip. Obviously, in practice mode, if you guys want to practice this, we don't have coach settings, so make sure that you go into your options menu and turn on auto flip. This will essentially line up your nickel corner to the bunch side of the formation, and we're going to be able to choose whatever play we want. Now, the nickel 3-3-5 odd actually has a fairly decent amount of plays that you can choose and various coverages that you can choose to mix up behind this contain rush. Cover 3 sky, Tampa 2, cover 2 sink. You've got a cover 3 match. You've got some crossfire blitzes, 2-man under. You got some cover 3 hot blitz style defenses, cover 1 robber, cover 4 drop. You got some cover 3 with the slot corner blitzing, some match concepts like cover 6, cover 3 cloud. You guys get the drift. There is a lot to like here. But the best part about this defensive formation is that when you run it on auto flip against this meta, the tight end delay fade rollout meta, all you really have to do with this defense is spread your defense, which is right bumper, and then you're going to flick the left analog stick up. And that's going to spread your defensive line and your linebackers. Then I wish to repress. You're going to go ahead and QB contain at this point. Now, this is kind of the base setup that you guys can run. I oftentimes will also crash the defensive line inside before I QB contain, just to kind of change this blitz angle of this defensive end on the tight end side. Now, this is kind of your stock setup for this play. And if you're facing somebody that likes to put the tight end on a delay fade and run the rollout, you'll see here that when we go to scramble, the guy is going to instantly disengage. And basically, you can't really get outside of the pocket long enough to throw a deep crosser or the deep post over the top. Let me go ahead and back this up so there is a little bit more room for you guys to see this in action here. This is a simple base rush. And what I really like about this is that you're going to end up with that contained rusher one-on-one with the tight end nearly every time. So you see right here that we're just spreading our defense. Then we're going to go ahead and press our coverage. And then we're going to crash our defensive line down. And then we're going to QB contain. And again, if they decide that they want to put the tight end on delay fade and kind of roll out and throw that ball, you're going to have that guy instantly disengage. You see right there that Lamar is breaking that sack. That's just dice roll. It's bad luck for the defense, but it is a very, very consistent approach. Now, a lot of people will run their bunch on the short side of the field to give their quarterback more room to scramble. Again, that does not necessarily change your setup. So again, spread defense, press coverage, crash your defensive line down, and go ahead and QB contain by hitting right bumper, or R1 on PlayStation. And again, if they decide to do the rollout delay fade, run out that play action and scramble outside, you see that Clowney is right there to make that play. Now, unfortunately, there are some players out there that are very, very savvy with this particular concept where they're going to learn how to double team. And oftentimes what you'll see is they're going to pull up their line of scrimmage adjustments. They're going to hit L1, flick the right analog stick down to bring up the double team menu, and then they're going to put the cursor on the defensive end. Notice that you can't put the cursor on the outside linebacker on this. So this is a situation where it is very, very difficult to get a double team on that player. If I were to go ahead and slide protect to the right, that might shift your line of scrimmage protection or your offensive line protection to the right, but it's not necessarily going to guarantee that he is going to double team the outside contain rusher, which again, as you see right here, Clowney is able to get off of that and get straight to the quarterback. So this is a really, really simple adjustment. Now, as this particular formation, the nickel 3-3-5 odd, pertains to being a complete defense, I still think that this is a good defense and it is worth running. As you remember last year, it was kind of the home of the Montez Sweat blitz.
Rich, Montez Sweat. Now this is unofficial, but that's a record if it is official. It's insane. That's not normal.
And the Montez Sweat blitz is not as good this year, in my opinion, but you can actually make it a little bit better with a small adjustment. And I'm going to take you into the Gridiron Vault here for this particular portion of this video. Included with your Gridiron Game Plans membership at $9.95 a month is weekly Vault updates, where we take a look at the meta, or the most effective tactics available being used by pro players on the MCS circuit, breaking down not only how and why the pros do what they do, but most importantly, how you can counter those metas when you face them in online gameplay. And this tip was literally the first defense that I put out this year because it is such a great blitz against the bunch meta. So if you're facing the bunch to bunch tight end audible meta, this defense allows you to attack bunch with a solid blitz. And it also allows you to contain the PA boot rollout, and you basically just have to flip your defense when they go from one formation to the other. So let me go ahead and show you what I mean here. Let's say that somebody comes out, and I'm gonna make sure that boot over is in the audibles for bunch tight end, and it is. Somebody comes out in the gun bunch, and you are in the nickel 3-3-5 odd, and we wanna run this same setup, right? We go ahead and spread our defense. We're gonna go ahead and repress our coverage, crash our defensive line down, and QB contain. If we were to run this setup right here as just a 4-man rush with double contains, it's not too crazy. I mean, you see right there, actually the guy still came in, but it's not super consistent. What makes this defense even better, in my opinion, is when you start to add in the blitz of this linebacker right here, Owusu Koromoa. And you want to make sure that his blitz angle goes into the B gap. And I will typically either use this guy or I will use this linebacker. So that way I can play base calls or quick throws, over the middle to a drag or the running back out of the backfield. And with the most popular meta right now being that little double post meta, which I can't really mimic too well right here. But as you guys know, it's one of those metas where the running back runs an in route out of the backfield and the slot receiver runs a drag. With this particular meta, this is going to guarantee you basically the edge pressure every single time. And oftentimes you get a gap right through the middle, which allows you to essentially just shade your coverage underneath and just have to bait one route. You can kind of just strafe right here and let that running back go through the line. You see right there, we got double pressure while the running back was going through the line. Your opponent's not going to have time to react. But the benefit of this now is you have this all set up. It's a little two-step setup blitz with, the contain. And let's say they go into the PA boot over. Well, all you have to do at that point is flip your play, respread your defense, repress, and then QB contain, and you're right back in your rollout delay fade contain meta. So for all those players that think they're being sly, you're going to end up with those guys getting those instant sheds on the rollout, and they're never going to have time to let that delay fade release down the field for easy gain. Now, the last thing that you want to do with this delay fade meta is man up the tight end. The reason that I say that is when you're in the nickel 3-3-5 odd, you are going to obviously have the QB rollout contained pretty well. But I've already shown you that sometimes you'll notice that the the quarterback breaks the sack, and then the tight end delay fade can be open. So one thing that you can do with this is go ahead, and I oftentimes use her right here because I want to make them think that they can't really run the inside zone because I'll shoot the B gap on them. You can man up the tight end with any of your defensive linemen, and that includes this guy over here. So now, in the event that they go to this delay fade rollout meta, I'm going to click off my user here. When they go to this meta, if they do break the sack and they're looking to release the tight end down the middle, you're going to notice that he's going to be manned up. And you see that you've got a guy there ready to make a play. So those are the overall adjustments. 3-3-5 odd, spread your defense, press, contain, and then man up the tight end if you really, really, really want to. Otherwise, you're going to be forcing them into quick release throws right to your user if you want to stay in zone. If you're still struggling with the tight end leaking or the quarterback's evading your rush, go ahead and man that tight end up, and that's going to allow you to at least get those, user players on to the crosser, the post. And with the contain chasing the quarterback, you should also be getting a lot of under pressure and accurates on the run. So that'll help you guys as well. I know that this video helped you guys out, so please do me a quick favor. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below here on the video as well. Again, guys, if this defensive video blew your mind, this is just the free stuff I'm putting out on YouTube. This was out on Gridiron Game Plans over a month ago, day one that the game came out, and I've got my nickel triple defense. You can run this tip and the nickel triple together in the Baltimore Ravens offense and have yourself getting more defensive stops in a game that's honestly pretty tough to play defense. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys tomorrow with the next one. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.